I often get asked, what does it take to be on an appraisal team? Appraisal team members are members of your company, members of projects of your company that help the lead appraiser understand the context and review the data to determine the maturity level rating of your organization. Being on an appraisal team is a special responsibility, as you are the ones, along with the lead appraiser, to determine that maturity level rating. And it makes a lot of sense to have internal resources on an appraisal team because you know actually what is happening on your team. You know where evidence can be found. You know the meaning of the evidence. And sometimes as a lead appraiser, I come into a company, I don't know your company nearly as well as you do, and I don't pretend to. And you as an appraisal team member can help navigate the various organizations and the various artifacts and the various processes so that you get a fair hearing as to the evidence being reviewed. Being on an appraisal team is a very important part of any appraisal. There are various prerequisites that are required for anyone to be on an appraisal team. One of them is that you're a certified CMMI associate. And right now, with the transition of version 2.2 to version 3.0, being a 2.2 certified associate does indeed qualify you to be on an appraisal team. So that current certification, which you earned when you took the Foundations of Capability class and the CMMI Associate exam, is a requirement for being on an appraisal team. Another requirement is that you don't have any overt biases. You're not a senior executive at the company that is being appraised, or you're not the project manager of the project being appraised, or you don't have direct line responsibility for the success or failure of the appraisal. Those kind of biases affect the outcome of any appraisal. Another requirement of being on an appraisal team is that you have experience in the areas that are being appraised. So if you're appraising a development organization with project managers and developers, you'd want to have project managers and developers on your appraisal team. Another requirement is that they have 2 years minimum experience in their industry, not necessarily at your company, but in your industry, in order to be on that appraisal team. And finally, the final requirement for version 3.0 appraisals is that there must be an aggregate experience of 15 years between the appraisal team members, not including the lead appraiser. So you can have a person with 5 years experience, you can have a person with 10 years experience, and you can have that third person with only those 2 years of minimum experience, adding up to 17 years, and that would make you qualified for any appraisal team.